Hey, it's Noctis. Subscribe to Vincent Valentine EX Turk channel.
What's up, guys? This is your King of the Night. What's up, my Archons of Chaos? This is your King of Vincent Valentine EX Turk. After dealing with a traffic ticket and a little bit of alcoholism in my yesterday's stream, as well as almost giving into my inner thirsty guy over, the dollar store girl, but almost, giving into that while drinking a bunch of alcohol, after I paid my ticket off. Really good combination. But after getting over those things, I think I need to just get myself back on schedule and stuff like that. And, since I'm a little bit over my hangover a little bit, I had to take the day off because my hangover was real bad. I feel depressed and feel like playing with myself to a Marilyn Manson song. But that's not what's gonna happen. We're back right now. We're getting back to our schedules. We're getting back to things. We're going back again and doing what we need to do. So I'm back to making Final Fantasy content right now again. So I'm gonna start before I have to go somewhere today. I'm gonna get my hair cut. I'm getting ready for Planet Comic Con really, really soon. But in the meantime, instead of being distracted, let's talk about let's talk about one of the characters I plan to cosplay at Planet Comic Con. Or should I say, one of my favorite Final Fantasy 15 characters, Ravus Nox Fluret. And this theory will start, this theory will start out that we'll have a question: was Ravus Nox Fluret really a good guy? And I'm gonna say yes, because his backstory, even though he was blinded by the past and blinded by thoughts that King Regis is the one who killed Queen Silva, when King Regis couldn't save Queen Silva physically or realistically. And realistically, fathers are going to save their sons, over a bunch of nice strangers, but doesn't mean King Regis didn't feel anything for that. He was relieved that she was alive after all those years. But besides that, that's a little spoiler in the movie. The other reasons why I think Ravus Nox Fluret, I think he only joined the Niflheim Empire only to gain power. Yes, he did kind of respect Idolus more than he did Arden, but one of the key factors that make Ravus really a good guy is Ravus had hatred toward Arden and Zunia. Like, the minute when Arden broke up the fight between Ravus and Noctis, Ravus just looked at Arden with disgust, like, oh, this motherfucker. I just want to kill this guy. So that's number one. So that's why he was trying to search for power. That's why he gave into Idolus. But I think if Ravus would have got strong enough, he would have overthrew the Niflheim Empire. That's why he joined the Niflheim Empire in the first place. But even when he joined the Niflheim Empire, he still couldn't get along with all his teammates. Verstal was the only person he could actually, and Idolus were the only two people that Ravus actually got along with, very well. But Arden, now I would say he kind of would get along with Aranea, but I don't think he really cared or liked Aranea that much, because he probably was under the impression that she was just like Arden. But for some reason, Idolus and Verstal was different to him. Don't ask me how. The other two things were his hatred toward Arden. And even when Ravus went to go slay the Hydra to protect his sister Lunafreya, when Arden showed up and reminded him of his plans as in a taunting way, Ravus gave that look of disgust, like, one day, just try me, one day. Another reason why I think Ravus is a good guy is also the fact he wasn't really serious when he tried to fight Noctis, even though in that period of time he hated Noctis for being the son of King Regis, because he still was, kind of a blockhead to think that King Regis, allowed his, mother to be killed off when, that didn't happen. Even though he knocked back Gladiolus. I'm pretty sure the fight would have kind of stopped. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if Arden didn't come by, Noctis and Ravus would have fought, but Ravus would have probably, retreated. As if you go back and read all the notes that Ravus left behind, Ravus left all the notes saying but whatever his whole plan was. And his whole plan, his actual whole plan was actually to give the sword to Noctis if he would have thought that Noctis was strong enough to have the sword. Remember, he didn't think that Noctis was, worthy as much as the fact that, because he was going to give the sword to Noctis when he was worthy of having the sword. Because at this point, he may have hated Noctis, He may have hated Noctis, but, he hated Arden a lot more. Because Ravus finally came to an understanding that Regis didn't mean to let that happen. He knew the difference between Regis Lucius Caelum and Arden Lucius Caelum. Because Arden's a big asshole, manipulative asshole who just manipulates everybody. So I think if Ravus would have stayed, like in my theory video where Ravus would have stayed, he would have teamed up with Noctis and accepted him as his brother-in-law. And they would have teamed up and took out Arden. Now Noctis would still have to sacrifice himself, but then, as being kind of related to Noctis at this point for being, for pretty much being engaged with Lunafreya, Ravus would have took the throne. But that's another theory at another time. You can go look that video up by yourself. But he actually started to accept Noctis little by little, if you read all the notes. And then there's the last conversation where he encouraged Lunafreya to get up on her feet and find Noctis and tell Noctis how she felt about how she felt about Noctis. In that most sympathetic way. Ravus was thick-headed and full of hot air and sometimes egotistical, but there's actually a kindness and goodness within him all this time. The reason why Ravus did what he did because he was hurt and angry and didn't want nothing else to happen. That's why he was protective of his sister. When he found out Arden stabbed his sister, he actually went into the Magitech factory, even though it was with the help of Idolus's orders. He was overjoyed to find out Idolus wanted Arden removed. Of course, it's another theory. So Ravus went to challenge Arden, but no offense, lost. Ravus is strong and powerful, but remember, Arden's an immortal, so I'm pretty sure Arden turned to his star-scourged form, being pushed to his, limits, and defeated Ravus. Which is another reason why I think Ravus is a good guy. He only joined the Niflheim Empire to gain power and destroy not only Glocka, but destroy the Niflheim Empire itself, and to get rid of Arden Azunia, because he hated Arden Azunia the minute he joined the Niflheim Empire. So I gave him redeeming values. And then there's one conversation in King's Glaive where Ravus was like, I'm not here for that. Because Idolus wanted the crystal. He was like, I'm not here for that. Ravus wanted the Ring of Lucii because he probably overheard his sister talk about it. So he wanted to have the Ring of Lucii so he could reclaim his kingdom back from the Niflheim tyranny. So, yes, Ravus Nox Fluret was a double agent all along. But he acted mostly on his emotions as well, because he was angry. And I can't really blame him. Dude lost his mother the most traumatic way. And then the fact is, the same empire took his sister away from him, which I can imagine what that's like. That's why he went to challenge Arden and lost, unfortunately. But nonetheless, Ravus is a good guy, because he was actually just playing sides just to get his kingdom back. That's all he wanted. As you could see when Ravus put the Ring of Lucii, he says, I lost my kingdom, I lost my family, I lost my kingdom, and I want this power, for I am Ravus Nox Fluret, meaning that he only did this to get his kingdom back. And I'm pretty sure if he would have calmed down and not been so angry all this time, he could have teamed up with Noctis, his team, and took down the Niflheim Empire. Of course, this would also mean he'd be treasonably betraying Idolus Aldercap, but I'm pretty sure since Ravus is actually stronger than Idolus. Idolus couldn't really pose really that much of a threat. Just Noctis alone could defeat Idolus in both forms. Now it'd have been a challenge with Arden, because Arden's actually really stronger than Idolus was, and 10 times stronger than Ravus, since he was actually the one pulling the strings all this time and gaining immortality. But the point I'm trying to say is that these are reasons why Ravus was actually a double agent and was actually a good guy and not really a bad guy. He only played bad guy so he could protect his sister. In fact, he actually looked down when Idolus gave the orders to kill Lunafray. He kind of looked down, which kind of made Idolus kind of doubt, Ravus, because Ravus was starting to feel, sentiment. And even Idolus could sense that. But that's probably why Verstal suggested the idea, because Verstal is a little bit closer to Ravus as a partner, because they also do partners too. Verstal is most likely Ravus's partner, and he's like, let's not talk about, killing Lunafray right in front of your brother, Let's just capture instead and get Noctis to come. Meaning that there's a history between Verstal and Ravus. Meaning that Ravus still cares for his younger sister. So he was a double agent to protect his sister and to gain his kingdom back. And that's all what Ravus wanted to do, was to have everything he lost back. Which, could you really hate the guy for that? Now, sometimes he was kind of a jerk, but he also another reason why I think Ravus is a good guy. All the stuff he did was to push Noctis. He wanted to get Noctis stronger, just like Arden, but Arden wanted to use him to get the ring. Ravus wanted to make sure Noctis got strong enough by putting, ill feelings toward him, in Noctis' heart, so Noctis could get strong enough to not only take him down, but to take Arden down. So that's another thing too. He pushed Noctis to his limits, and he pushed Gladiolus, because Gladiolus thought him as more of a rival. He pushed Gladiolus. That's why he said that a strong shield protects not, meaning that he was trying to, tease Gladiolus, so Gladiolus got strong enough to protect Noctis, meaning that he was actually really helping Noctis all this time. All this time. Even though, yes, some of it was Arden's help, but most likely it was Noctis's help. Ravus's help as well, because Ravus was trying to push Noctis to be his best so he could take out Arden, because even Ravus knew that he wasn't strong enough. In fact, it was actually proven when he tried to take on Arden. So those are the facts about the boy, the High Commander, the proud commander, and the new king of Tenebrae, Ravus Nox Fluret. And may the crystal be with you. Finally got my videos down.
Ay, I like bitch, you was your mess. Ay, can't keep my dick in my pants. Ay, my bitch don't love me no more. Ay, she kicked me out on life, bro.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah.